Welcome back to the Celebrity Clasico special of 2017. If you missed the first half, well, you missed something because MSD got 2 out of the 3 goals for All Heart FC, where they ran away to a 3-0 lead before Shabir Ahluwalia got a goal back for the All Stars. That's the 3rd goal that was scored by All Heart FC, courtesy of Srikanth's header. And then Shabir Ahluwalia, who came on and did this to just reignite the hopes of All Stars FC, who look completely spent, dead and buried at the Mumbai Football Arena. When MSD rose, he did go off the field after the first 10 minutes or so, just to get his foot checked up. But when he came back, what an immediate difference it made. Virat Kohli been calling all the shots in the final third for All Heart FC. So encouraging to see so many people coming to Andheri as well, right in the heart of the city, this arena. Abhishek Bachchan just issuing a final few words of advice to Ranbir Kapoor, who came ever so close to giving the lead himself to All Stars FC when he hit the crossbar. But after that, Shabir Ahluwalia just making sure that All Stars FC went in to halftime with something. Just stretching it out now. Obviously, it's not easy. He was absolutely belting down in Mumbai before this game started. So just taking enough precaution here, the cricketers and the celebrities as well, the Bollywood stars, the television actors who've joined us. Of course, this is for charity, the Virat Kohli Foundation, and Playing for Humanity. But it's going to be feisty, it's going to be fiery. We already saw some glimpses of that in the first half. But in complete contrast to how this encounter unfolded last year, where All Stars had a 2-0 lead. The All Heart FC this time, just making sure they're putting everything that they've practiced for onto the pitch. Right, since the first half was kicked off by All Stars FC, the second half will be kicked off at the referee's whistle by Virat Kohli's team, Manish Pandey, in that number 9 jersey for the fluorescent orange. That's All Heart FC. All set for the second half. The referee blows the whistle at the Mumbai Football Arena, and we're underway. 3-1 to All Heart FC, which is Virat Kohli's team, versus Ranbir Kapoor and Abhishek Bachchan's All Stars FC. Second half's underway. Arjun Pandit in commentary with me and Antyagi.
Welcome me, bro. Welcome me.
Arjun, I need to welcome you. I need to welcome your team as well, because they didn't seem to have turned up in the first half.
Well, that first half is long gone, buddy. We've had 15 minutes of half time, and I'm sure they're going to make their amends in the second half. The first 45 minutes, yes, it's belonged to All Hearts FC. 3-1 is what the lead is. At a time, it looked like they'd be running away with this game. All Stars FC came back with a goal, but you have to give credit to All Hearts. Straight away came back and scored the goal.
Good ball by Shoojit, Sircar. Shabir Ahluwalia, who scored that first goal for All Stars, crosses it in. Oh, very nearly found Dino, Morea right near the penalty area. Good intent shown here by your team, Arjun. I keep calling them your team just to remind you not to change allegiances in the middle of this coverage.
Are you trying to say you're coming onto my side, buddy? Huh?
You're still waiting for Jatin.
All Heart FC, not Hearts. All Hearts. Yes, the throw-in with the All Stars FC. Here's Shoojit Sircar with the ball. He gives it to our man, Apar Shakti.
Zahir Khan just shaking hands in the dugout with Rohan Bopanna, KL Rahul there. He was on the touchline last year as well, bellowing out advice to the cricket stars. Must have done some damage to the All Stars, because they managed to get 2 goals in return. Right, in the meanwhile, Manish Pandey with the run. I think the keeper's got control of this. Mark Robinson, the oldest man on the pitch. Manish Pandey, we saw Arjun taking goal kicks as well towards the end of that first half. Now he's gone up again.
Constantly changing positions, you'd have to say, this cricket team. 4 players, like I said, in the first half. MS Dhoni, Virat Kohli, Manish Pandey and KL Rahul. These guys is what this team will be set up on. So you can constantly see them change their position. There was a time in that first half when MS was playing in the middle, then he started playing in defense. But Virat Kohli, you can't stop him, he's all over.
Tell you what, that MS's free kick was reminiscent of that Sunil Chhetri free kick in that game versus Puerto Rico for India. He scored from a similar position and scored a similar goal. MS did exactly that. 2 legends of 2 different sports. But wow, what similarities as well.
At least welcome our brother Sapru onto the show now.
Yeah, he's just about ready now.
Brother, where are you?
Welcome back.
Are you missing?
He's with his fans.
Got a 2-goal lead, could afford some time off. And I'm back. I wonder when Arjun Pandit could say that with his team, Anant. We're back.
We will be back. We will be back.
Home,
There's 45
right?
minutes remaining. We will be back.
See any strategic changes, Anant? You know how the teams are shaping up?
Oh, Nishant Mehra, good free kick on that occasion.
Very good ball that time.
Well cleared as well. Putting his body on the line. He's checking who that is once again. Like Badri.
Now, when you've got someone who's played professional football in the past and you've got a set-piece situation and he's on the ball, you've got to take full advantage of it because the delivery is going to be good.
Shoojit Sircar didn't quite get into it in the first half. Remember, he scored that first goal in this Clasico last year. Corner in the meanwhile for Ranbir Kapoor's team and taking it himself. Oh, nice. Good corner. Aimed towards that far post. There's desperation in the box at the moment. Shoojit Sircar.
That's landed in Versova.
Just get the geography right. It's the other way, Jatin.
Let's get back to Andheri.
The road that goes to Versova. I think Anirudh Shrikant there. Probably had to watch out for him. Ooh. Almost knocked the goalpost down.
And you can make out the second half has just started because see the number of players that are there from both sides.
That could have been fatal, Anand. That was a very close shave.
Yep.
But here's Pandey. That's Manish Pandey. Has he lost out onto the ball?
Well done, good defending.
And it's a penalty.
How is that a penalty? How is that a penalty?
The replays will tell you that, Arjun, but that was a great ball from Virat Kohli that released Manish Pandey in the first place. And the result of that is that there's a chance for All Heart to make it 4-1.
But you can make out why All Stars are not happy. He's even showing him the yellow card for that. Really? That was shoulder to shoulder. There was nothing wrong with that.
As Rohan Shrestha, he's been shown a yellow card. Vikram Thapa arguing with the ref. Doesn't matter. Take the yellow, which you'll very soon perhaps see on the football field. Those are not really cards, but on the cricket field. Beg your pardon.
Ye nainsafi hai.
Brother Apar.
Statinder Paji at it as well. That was the
How
push.
is that a penalty? Isn't that Manish Pandey who's pushing Rohan Shrestha? Shouldn't the foul be going the other way? Anant, see it as you call it.
Call it as you see it.
कभी कभी हो जाता है. Live TV है.
तो यही हो गया रेफरी के साथ.
वो भी तो इंसान है.
Time for the penalty. Shrikant gets a second goal on the night. It's 4-1 to All Heart FC. Not sure if that was well deserved, but he's taken it and taken it well.
Buddy, I'm not even applauding that because that penalty did not stand. You could do whatever celebrations you want, but that penalty does not stand. It should not be 3-1.
That was Brother Pandit's favourite celebration, the dab. He does the dab very often, almost every single minute before the show starts, of course, with his makeup kit.
I think Mark Robinson was flat-footed on that penalty.
Yeah, he was.
Came right down the centre, didn't move at all. But that penalty should not stand, as I'll keep on saying.
Arjun dab. It's okay. Brother Pandit, don't take it to your heart. Oh, sorry, all heart.
I'm following a script.
No, but fair call there. Anyone who would have seen it. There was absolutely no reason for the ref to give a penalty to All Hearts, let alone a yellow card, to be
I'll
honest.
tell you what, Manish Pandey won't be complaining at all. And Virat Kohli probably pat him on the back for winning that penalty in the first place.
We've seen that in world football as well. So many times wrong decisions are given, penalties are given. Hota hai. Referee is also human.
Oh, great piece of skill there. Oh, ever so close once again. Chance for All Stars. The flag's gone up, that's offside.
Flag's gone up, but good goalkeeping by Sri Jace coming off the line. You can make out this guy plays international level sport. He was so quick off the line. Didn't give Dino Morea any time on the ball. Forced him to take that shot and quickly went down to save it.
So Arman Jain with that piece of skill, and Dino Morea, before he could release his shot, the flag had gone up, which he obviously hadn't seen. Good goalkeeping.
A little different, of course, from Sri Jace. Not the protection
Come on, All
that you have
Stars.
on the hockey field, but he's been excellent servant to Indian hockey. Probably the instincts, Anand. Like Arjun mentioned, when you played a sport at that level, and especially international level for so many years, and he's been part of Sardar Singh's most successful Indian team for such a long time, could tell the instincts.
Here's the
Arcane
corner.
with a corner.
All three of us speaking at the same time. Let's hope that helps All Stars FC. It hasn't.
You know what's great to see, Jatin and Arjun? Sunil Chhetri, the coach of All Heart FC. They're 4-1 up, but they're still going for the 5th goal.
Buddy, Sunil Chhetri can't hear you. Why are you busy praising only members of the All Heart team?
There was Gabbar. He ran faster than Basanti's horses put together.
MS, man, he is such a good player. Well done, Thapa. Clearance for All Stars FC. Attack is on for All Stars FC. Dino Morea in with a shot at goal.
A great challenge there. Umesh Yadav on that occasion. Well done. Yeah,
That's
Rahul's
all.
ready to come on.
Anand, when you talk about some of the key players, we've been talking about MS, we've been talking about Virat, and then you talk about the supply chain. Dino Morea up front, arguably one of the best, but you've rarely seen him get the ball.
Same with Shoojit Sircar as well. Somebody who's really skillful, who's really built up by Ranbir Kapoor as well. Ranbir's given it away here, as I take his name. KL Rahul has just slipped. Or was that a foul from the back? To see the replay, Harper on that occasion, shoulder to shoulder with him.
That doesn't look good. That does not look good. And we're also talking about someone who's been very fragile with injuries. Really hoping, like the rest of the country, perhaps that it's not too serious. Probably just jammed his foot there.
Thapa, the intent was, of course, not to injure him. But as you can see, KL Rahul coming the worst of that challenge. But he's up and about, which means the injury should not be anything serious. Indian cricket, do not worry.
Glad. He's very fragile, KL Rahul. His friends have a joke, when he's not found at home in Bengaluru, he's probably at the hospital getting something or the other treated.
Good ball this time. Dino Morea again.
Oh, he just delayed it, didn't he? Just that second hesitation, and that cost them. Srijesh. Good saves already from him. He's beaten once. Thankfully, the crossbar came to his rescue. It was Abhishek Bachchan just moments ago, just discussing the strategy, hoping to make a comeback for Brother Pandit's team.
Thanks, brother. Anand. Here it is, Nishant Mehra, yet another long ball. Trying to find Dino Morea and Ranbir Kapoor up top.
Bhuvi's always been there. Even in the team attacks almost every on Bhuvneshwar Kumar. He's always been there, clearing that one. He's going to get married soon. As he told us in an interview, the only advice he got from the seniors was, welcome to the dark side.
Welcome, Bhuvi, welcome. Congratulations on that. That's the only praise they'll get out of me.
You'll be following the Blues very soon. I shall send them a clip of this stint of yours.
And back to blue in the meanwhile, Arjun. As the Indian team's on that unbeaten run. Oh, another challenge. That was an air ball. It looked like there was absolutely no intent on getting the ball. That was a high foot. Whoa!
Oh, Thapa. A little bit of baji going on the ground.
Thapa's got a thamba.
His stint in the combox has certainly charged him up.
I told him also. I said, Thapa, come on, buddy. You got to do something here. हम यहाँ पे आवाज लुटाए जा रहे हैं.
Not that for sure, but come on.
Asked him to talk about lutne lutane wali baatein. It's been that sort of an evening for Brother Pandit.
Ranbir with a good run. Chance for a second goal. Ranbir Kapoor has given the hope back to All Stars. Oh, he was at the end of it so many times in the first half. He hit the crossbar as well. Finally, he has a goal to show for his efforts. 4-2.
Come on, All Stars. 4-2, Ranbir Kapoor, he's looked ever so threatening in the front line. And this time again, a goal coming in. But look at that finish. How good a finish is that? Top corner and to the goalkeeper's right. Second post, like they always say when finishing. Well done, Ranbir. 4-2, only 2 goals down now.
Just went for All Stars and their fans. It said, "Eh dil hai mushkil." Ranbir Kapoor said, "Not really."
That was a sad one.
It's okay, as long as brings a smile to your face, whether it's a goal or a joke, I'll take that. That's called pro-code. Excellent. We always talk about leading by example, and that's exactly what Ranbir Kapoor has done here.
And we've still got 30 minutes remaining in this game.
It's good.
The game is back on.
You didn't want this to be a one-sided affair, right, Anand? So this is just perhaps what the game needed.
Exactly. And a good goal as well from Ranbir Kapoor, well taken. Tell you what, we have a very interesting update for you, and I'll let Jatin Sapru give that to our viewers.
We were talking about Ranbir Kapoor. Pandit cracked his Bachchan hai Hasino joke. I'd say Bachchan hai Hasino now. He's the mentor of the team. Ashish Nehra is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Mentor, coach, senior advisor. What is the designation?
And come player. Player, I only said कि मैं अंदर तभी जाऊंगा अगर हार रहे हो तो बताना, then I'll come. जीत रहे हैं तो जरूरत नहीं है.
Ashwin, what have you made of the football that's been played so far? बहुत improvement पिछले साल से. You've known the boys very well. You're very good friends with the other manager, Zahir Khan, who's made a late entry, fashionably late like always.
Yeah, definitely, it's much better than last year. Our boys have been practicing. It's been 3-4 weeks, and not 3-4 weeks now. From last 1 or 2 years, whenever Indian team they do warm up, you must have seen they always play soccer. Minus Ashish Nehra when there's a T20 game. I don't play, like you said. Coach कम player अगर जरूरत होती है तो.
पर आपको हमने वैसे फुटबॉल खेलते हुए बहुत कम है, कभी देखा ही नहीं, ऐसा क्यों?
After 1st of November you will see. Then I will be playing.
क्या सीक्रेट है 1 नवंबर का, बताइए.
नहीं कि मैंने बोला कि वो मेरा लास्ट मैच होगा, तो वो अगर मैं लास्ट मैच खेल के उसके once I'll retire, then I don't mind. Already इतनी इंजरीज हो गई थी तो I couldn't afford more if I'm playing soccer. Once I retire, then it's fine.
But Ashish bhai, tell us something. 15 minutes जो half time में हुए, सबसे ज़्यादा बातें कौन कर रहा था? What was the mood like in the dressing room? You went in with a 2-goal lead. You went in with a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, MS Dhoni. He is somebody who has seen a lot of soccer and he loves soccer and he can play. So he was talking to the boys, and plus Sunil Chetri, obviously a professional soccer player. So they were discussing some tactics, and in the end, I also gave some inputs.
Could you tell us what you said, sir? Please. We want to know.
That's a secret. I can't tell you here. Inside the dressing room story.
अजय बता दो. तो थोड़े से वर्ड
अभी नहीं.
Hint दे दो सर, hint ही दे दो.
Hint भी नहीं देना.
अच्छा, दिल्ली वाले अंदाज में दिया था.
मनीष पांडे को एक्चुअली मैंने थोड़ा बोला था कि अगर डाइव फेक मारनी तो थोड़ी बेटर मार. इतनी फेक मत मार कि मेरे को इतनी दूर से भी दिख जाए.
Attack for All Stars FC. They are coming close. They are coming close.
You can see विराट कोहली की एक्साइटमेंट. वो स्ट्राइकर से खेलना शुरू किया था. Now he is a midfielder. He is a defender. He is everywhere.
उन्होंने कहा भी कि वो हर पोजीशन खेलना पसंद करते हैं. फीफा में अपने आप को 98 रैंकिंग दी है. आशुभाई बताइए, क्या रैंकिंग सही है?
98. मुझे तो लग रहा था फर्स्ट देगा.
मैं तो ये कह रहा हूँ, वो 2 आपको कहाँ लगता है आशुभाई? कहाँ पे पॉइंट्स काटे वो 100 में से 2?
वो भी सोचने वाली बात है. फीफा दे प्ले एवरी डे. वीडियो गेम में दे ऑल आर चैंपियन. चहल इज चैंपियन. अक्षर पटेल इज चैंपियन. इन द रूम दे प्ले 2-3 आवर्स सॉकर. 4 ऑफ देम.
अक्षर पटेल के कमरे में सुना लगता है लिमिटेड ओवर्स में.
हाँ बिल्कुल. अक्षर पटेल चैंपियन है फीफा. वीडियो गेम वाली.
रिद्धिमान साहा नहीं है. रिद्धिमान साहा भी सुना है काफी फीफा को.
I don't know how to play even in video games. So. When I was growing up, they were asking me other day, Ashu bhai, aa jao. I said I can only play Mario and Contra.
Same here, sir. Exactly.
यादें ताज़ा करी आशु भाई. देखो रिंगटोन चल गई मारियो की मेरे दिमाग में.
Ting, ting, ting.
Mario I haven't played. It's been 7, 8, 9 years. But अगर आज भी मुझे कोई बोले खेलने के लिए, so I know where are all the coins and where are the powers and everything.
सर आज के जो वीडियो गेम्स हैं ना, बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनत होती है. ऐसा लगता है एग्जाम कर रहे हो. ये भी दबाओ, वो भी दबाओ. 4-4, 5-5 बटन दबाने होते हैं.
Yeah, in their remote they have some 7, 8 buttons. They just operate from the front, from the left, right. I mean there are too many buttons. It's complicated. You're right.
So when the boys are playing FIFA off time, what is Ashish Nehra doing?
Watching them. On and off. Like I can't watch much. Ashish Nehra that time maybe same old in the gym.
कमेंट्री सर, कमेंट्री तो चल रही होगी उस टाइम.
Commentary बीच में आके मैं करता रहता हूँ.
आशु भाई सबसे शरारती बच्चों कौन है? आपने you were the batch of 2000 उसके बाद का, तो उसमें काफ़ी थोड़े शरारती बच्चे थे. Who've gone on to become greats of the game. अब जब आप देखते हैं ये batch of 2015-16,
इसमें शरारती ज़्यादा हैं actually to be very honest. काफ़ी सारे हैं. किस तरीके का शरारती? Tell me that.
अब वो आप थोड़ा अपने एक्सपीरियंस यूज़ करो अपने टाइम का और इस टाइम का, और फिर बताओ.
चहल शरारती नंबर 1. केदार जाधव to some extent.
केदार जाधव सर, ये तो सरप्राइज कर दिया.
You will be surprised. Kedar Jadhav is very shararti. Very good sense of humor also. Gabbar is very shararti at times.
गब्बर and you of course go back a long way. ना दिल्ली वाले तो थोड़ी अलग सी केमिस्ट्री दिल्ली वालों की.
बोलने की जरूरत नहीं. गब्बर दिल्ली वाला है तो वैसे ही शरारती हो जाता है थोड़ा सा.
ये एक और दिल्ली का शेर, कैप्टन ऑफ द इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम.
He wants this victory, doesn't he?
How competitive can Virat get? When you're talking about a game of football, you said देखो कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँच गए. How competitive is he? You've seen him in the dressing room in cricket. You've seen Virat from a very young day. Everyone has seen that photograph so many times.
He is competitive in anything. I mean, even when they play FIFA, often I will see him fighting with Chahal or Akshar Patel. I mean, and whoever is in his team, आगे चला जा, पीछे ले जा. And this, like first time when I was hearing next door room, so I thought, क्या कर क्या रहे हैं? Let me go and see. आगे ले जा, पीछे तू कर क्या रहा है? ये देख. Then I came to know they are playing video games. So he is competitive in everything.
MS खेलते हैं?
MS plays more shooting games, not soccer and all.
And
that.
is he also the cool customer while playing video games?
Yeah. I mean, in his room sometimes he play, but most of the time, like I said, he likes playing shooting games because even in real life he's a very good shooter.
और वो single player game होता है, so उसमें concentration थोड़ा ज़्यादा लगाना पड़ता है.
उसकी concentration वैसे इतनी अच्छी है, उसको जरूरत नहीं. Oh,
Well done. That's good defending.
good defending.
Plus, we know MS loves his shooting as a sport, as a hobby, right? He takes it very seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I have seen him shooting. He has been a very good shooter. Once I have seen him shooting with our Olympic medal winner Ranbir Kapoor. At his house, I have seen him shooting. I mean, that's his hobby.
Rajavardhan Singh Rathore, who is now the sports minister of the country.
A little bit of baji. Vivian DSena getting the ball back for All Stars FC.
I'll tell you why, क्योंकि handball थी.
अब दिख गया हैंडबॉल. हाँ? जब पेनल्टी दी तब क्या हुआ?
Who is supporting?
Sir,
All Stars.
All Stars.
मैं हूँ ना इधर.
All hard?
अशोक, अगर 5 मिनट बचते हैं इस मैच में, can we see a bit of your action as well on the pitch?
No chance. Only like I said, if we are losing, I hope not.
अच्छा, मैनेजर ने आके क्या कहा है? पहले तो बताओ, ये जहीर खान आपके इतने प्यारे दोस्त जो आज मैनेजर हैं, एक तो आए हैं मैनेजर के कपड़ों में, इतना लेट क्यों आए हैं?
इनको भी पता लगे ना हम जीत रहे हैं, तो इसने बोला था तभी आके दूंगा अपने टिप्स अगर हार रहे होगे तो. So अभी आए हैं.
But for a man of few words, what do you think Zach is saying inside right now? Or is he even saying anything?
Right now he is quiet sitting. जहीर खान को बुलाइए आप इधर ना, तो फिर he can give his views.
Let's actually try and call Zahir Khan.
Zach.
If we can have a mashup, Zach and Ash.
Wow.
And we get Zach.
Meanwhile, a good chance for All Stars FC
yeah,
as
there's
well.
a football game going on.
There's a football game going on
football
incidentally,
game
guys.
थोड़ी कमेंट्री भी करो यार.
I think Mayanti's trying her best, Jatin. We're keeping our fingers crossed.
Yo, he's coming. भाई आशु भाई ने बुलाया है, मना कैसे कर सकते हैं?
अभी आ रहे हैं कॉम्बिनेशन.
Meanwhile, corner. Vivian DSena to take it for All Stars. 4-2 the scoreline. It's not over by any stretch of the
Yadav
imagination.
is coming out limping. Not a good sign.
Oops.
Here he comes. One and only Zahir Khan.
Welcomed. Oh, so we've got both Ashish Nehra and Zahir Khan in the commentary box. Zahir, welcome to the comm box. Your views on the game so far?
Well, the views are pretty simple. It's been a fantastic outing by all the cricketers. You know, they've been dominating the game so far. So great to see their dominance so far in the game.
Zach, once we have this in one frame, it'll be incredible, right? Because two of arguably India's best left-arm fast bowlers in one frame, Ashish Nehra and Zahir Khan. But Zahir Khan's been the manager of this team for a while. पिछले साल भी Zach made fashionably a very late entry. तो आज भी सबसे पहले Zach, how can you come late? You're the manager of this team.
I can come late because I trust my team. You know, I don't have to do anything here at the ground actually. You know, to give them a pep talk and all that. If needed, I just say it in the first half.
Like I said, उसको पता था कि we are winning. ये सिर्फ जल्दी आता अगर हम हार रहे होते.
How good has MS Dhoni been? You were talking about some of the. You actually would have missed them, Zach. I'm sure you were stuck in traffic. But have you seen any improvement in the boys from last year?
Absolutely, I think whoever I've been talking to in the dugout, they've been saying that, you know, this year the standard has definitely gone up. So that's a good sign. I think everyone has been practicing right throughout the year, and everyone really looks forward to this tournament. You know, it's a day of fun, enjoyment. You know. Just a break from cricket as well, and for all the film actors as well. I think, you know, it's a break from their routines. You know, to be out there on the field, and for us also, you know, it's a different combox here. So it's lovely to be out there. right in the open, and no glass in between. You can breathe in the atmosphere also here, so which is great.
5-2. 5-2.
Good save, Mark. Well done, Thapa. The ball is out. Yes, Shikhar Dhawan is chasing it.
आशु भाई की almost सुन ली वहाँ पे.
Can you watch that push? You got to watch this push, guys. You got to watch this push.
There seems to be a bit of bother over here, Mark Robinson. And for a shoulder, for the goalkeeper, that is very important.
और
Won't be
इसी के
able to
साथ
play.
गोलकीपर चोटिल.
बेहतरीन कमेंट्री का मुजाहिरा.
छोटे लोग हैं, कमबैक करना चाहते हैं तो इधर आ जाए डगआउट में. We've got the expert.
That would have been painful. थोड़ा सा stretch हुआ shoulder वहाँ पे.
Ashwin, what have you made of Zach in the combox?
I haven't. I can't. When I'm watching the game, my TV is on the mute. Or if I'm playing, dressing room anyways is mute. So I never heard him saying anything.
And if Ashish Nehra is in the combox, I'll be on the mute because I won't get opportunity to speak. You know the amount he speaks. So hope very soon we'll see the other side of Ashish Nehra also in the combox very soon.
I'm trying to imagine Virendra Sehwag, Ashish Nehra and Zahir Khan. Anyways, if Virendra Sehwag is watching, he'll be saying this is the most Zahir Khan has spoken on commentary on stage.
सर 1 नवंबर को आखिरी मैच है. उसके बाद क्या इरादा है सर? आप आओगे इस साइड ऑफ द फेंस पे?
अभी कुछ डिसाइड नहीं किया. वो तब 1 नवंबर के बाद ही डिसाइड करेंगे. Then let's see. Never know.
हम तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट तो याद रख सकते हैं. We can actually have a poll. I'm sure there are a lot of viewers watching. Who wants to see Ashish Nehra in the commentary box? Unanimous choice होगा Zach. And how good a commentator will Ashish Nehra make? You tell us.
जैसे कि मैंने अभी बताया, इसमें कोई शक ही नहीं है कि इनका जैसा गेम का एनालिसिस है, जैसे इनकी बातें और जिस तरीके से ये बातें करते हैं, ये कमेंट्री बॉक्स में ज़रूर हलचल मचाएंगे. इसमें कोई हमें शक नहीं है. और वीरेंद्र सहवाग भी जो है, उनको भी उनके साथ जो इनकी जुगलबंदी होगी वो काफ़ी देखने वाली होगी. तो अगर उस टाइम अगर मैं कमेंट्री कर रहा हूँ तो मुझे ज़्यादा मेहनत करने की ज़रूरत नहीं होगी. इसमें कोई संदेह नहीं है कि वीरेंद्र सहवाग और आशीष नेहरा हमें आराम करने का मौका देंगे जब भी हम इनके साथ कमेंट्री करें.
That was a good ball put in there by MS Dhoni, you know.
I'll tell you what.
There is a football game going on, guys.
Doesn't have a right shoulder that's working very well, but a left foot that certainly cleared the danger.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's getting into tackles. It's getting a little more physical than what it was in the first half, that's for sure.
He's getting close now.
Yeah, it's probably because all stars have seen that there is possibly an opening with 2 goals that they've pulled back now. They probably want to get one more, try and put pressure. लेकिन बात इस समय चल रही है आशीष नेहरा और जहीर खान हमारे साथ हैं. कहानियां बहुत सुन रहे थे हम. Virupa was telling us stories about Ashish Nehra. He's talking about how he used to go pick him up on the scooter and all of that.
काफी पुरानी बात है.
Like you've got memories, the best memory of Ashish Nehra that you'd like to share today.
बेस्ट मेमोरी तो इनका अगर बॉलिंग की बात की जाए तो जो वर्ल्ड कप 2003 में जो इन्होंने स्पेल किया था डर्बन में, वो काफ़ी एक मतलब बेहतरीन स्पेल था. और उस मैच के पहले भी जो चीज़ें हुई थी, मतलब कि इनका एंकल प्रैक्टिस में मुड़ गया था, मुझे अभी भी याद है. और ये मैच खेलेंगे या ना खेलेंगे उसका बिल्कुल मतलब किसी को पता नहीं था. लेकिन जिस तरीके से इन्होंने अपने आप को पुश किया और जितनी मेंटल स्ट्रेंथ दिखाई उस मैच खेलने से पहले, क्योंकि 90% ऑफ द टाइम जब ऐसी इंजरी होती है तो आप ये सोचते हो कि मैच मिस कर देने में समझदारी है. लेकिन आशीष नेहरा ने वैसे नहीं किया और ना सिर्फ मैच खेले, जिस तरीके का इन्होंने स्पेल डाला है उस मैच में, मुझे लगता है वन ऑफ द बेस्ट स्पेल वनडे क्रिकेट का आपको देखने मिला होगा. वैसे
आई थिंक लगन की बात है. नेवर सेइंग डाई एटीट्यूड, नेवर गिविंग अप इज व्हाट आशीष नेहरा इज ऑल अबाउट. नेवर गिव अप इज व्हाट all stars would also want to do. They're trailing by 2 goals. They've got a member of their team, Kartik, with us. Kartik,
Hi.
how's the game been so far? Yeah?
And it's been amazing. I'm really excited to be a part of it, and it's a great initiative. And I mean, playing with the Indian cricket team is amazing, and you know they're superbly fit, and all of them are super fit, and I mean, we are getting tired running after
No,
them.
but you guys are doing pretty well for yourself right now. You're only
I
trailing by
think so.
2 goals. There are only 20 minutes remaining though.
Yeah, I think so. We'll score 3 goals more.
Who should we be keeping an eye out for? Who should we be keeping an eye out for in your
From
team?
our team?
Yeah.
I think you should be keeping an eye on Ranbir, Shoojit sir and Dino.
Ranbir scored quite a goal there.
Yeah, that was amazing goal, and he's been an excellent player that we have in our team, and so we're looking forward, man. I mean, hopefully we'll win.
We're hoping you guys win as well. All Stars FC.
You are.
I am, sir.
So Kartik, just to be clear, there are 2 commentators here, both
Yeah.
sides of me, who've taken sides. He's with All Stars, which is your side, and
All right.
Jatin Sapru, of course.
So
that
I'm on the
cricket
correct
guy.
side, right?
Yeah, you're on the right side. Don't talk to him. If Jatin tries talking to you, just ignore him.
Yeah, that's why he was ignoring me.
You're on the right side here, Kartik. No, not on the scoreboard right now.
Oh man, that's a cheap one. but I'll get on the field now and let you guys do the.
All the best, Kartik. Thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you.
All the
Thank
best.
you so
20
much.
minutes remaining, sir. Jaan laga do, please.
Bilkul.
Thank you.
Kartik Aaryan there. Zahir Khan, Ashish Nehra before that. Chance here for all hard. Oh, tried too much, but not enough.
I think Mark is struggling. It's probably another one. Might just taken a toll.
He had the power in the legs. I think that last touch there, Jatin, just taking it a little too far for his liking. Still 4-2, still about 17 minutes plus some injury time to be played. Let's remember, this can go to penalties if it becomes 4-all, just the way it was even Stevens at the end of full time last time.
He's taken all the responsibilities on his own shoulders, quite literally, Mark Robinson, Anand. His shoulders taken a few blows this time around as well.
What a lovely touch though. Fabulous touch, and just that second touch.
We drifted away from the football for a while. Let's get back to this game. Because so far, it's the All Heart FC that's taken a 4-2 lead. But there are about 25 minutes remaining in this game. Can we see a comeback? All Stars, what do you have left in the reserves? 25 minutes remaining. Give us something. Give us 2 goals. Give us 3 goals.
I'll tell you what, it was 3-1 at half-time, and after that Anirudh Srikanth came and made it 4-1, and after that Ranbir Kapoor with that exquisite strike. Arjun, you were talking about it towards that far post. This was it, and this is what gave hope back to All Stars FC, which is why they still know they're in it. There's enough time for them to turn this around.
There was no chance for Srijesh, even if you had a professional goalkeeper in between the bar over there. It would have not been stopped, because whenever you're shooting and whenever you're striking, you're always told, go for the second post, go to the goalkeeper's right, keep it down, keep it up. And that's exactly what Ranbir Kapoor did.
It is a celebrity Clasico, plenty of celebrities on the pitch, some off the pitch as well, waiting for their turn. Rohan Bopana joins us, thank you so much. Celebrity Clasico, 4-2 up already. Things are going perfectly to plan, Rohan.
Just take us to run, of course. It's quite different for you, right? Because when you play an individual sport right now, you're playing a team sport, which is also a contact sport. How are you enjoying it?
I mean, it's a lot of fun, especially being in the team atmosphere. And when we were warming up, it was raining, and I've never done that warm up in the rain before. I know we were thinking that's our advantage, that they have to play in the rain. They're not used to it.
Just in case you didn't realize, Sidharth Malhotra has joined us from the All Stars FC.
Hi guys, how are you? We're pretty excited about the second half, though. I think we're playing better off.
Say, tell me one thing. I can smell a lot of Iodex. Who is
Yes,
it?
that's not me. That's not me at all. I think that's him. I've yet to go injury free. I was flowing all the way there. The All-Stars are playing hard, man. Come on.
But Sidharth, tell us about that Ranbir Kapoor goal here. That was a special goal, special finisher.
Smashing, very good. Ranbir, one of our best players that we have. And he loves to dribble a lot, but today he's controlling his game and passing it on. And we got a goal all thanks to that. And even Shabir scored the first goal. Yeah. And I was there. He's one of our better strikers again. And I think the second half is way better than the first half. So hopefully we can get 2 equalizers. And
I'll put you on the spot, Sidharth. Was it a penalty?
no, not at all. Listen,
I think it was a little bit.
it was even he was laughing. You guys are surprised you got a kick. So
This is great. We can just put our mics down now.
We can just tell how blatantly Arjun Pandit is supporting All Stars. But how is that putting him on the spot? But I just want to ask you, Sidharth, what's the responsibility given to the boys? You've been part of the locker room.
Yes.
Who is marking MS Dhoni? How big a threat do you guys reckon he is? I mean, he's already
Dhoni
shown
and
that.
Virat, the 2 people we have to take care of. But now in the second half, we're just concentrating on our own game, not on specific players. We just scored one, so we're hoping to get to 1 more in, at least, to give them a tough fight before we end. How many minutes are there?
There's about 25 minutes remaining. Sorry, 15 minutes remaining.
15 minutes remaining. Are we going to extra time today?
If it goes to 4 all,
if it goes to 4 all.
If it goes to 4 all. So we're going to score about 2 more guys, make it on extra time. Then we're going to give these guys a tough fight. So they're playing really well, all the players. And we hope it rains actually. It'll be better for us.
That'll be great.
You guys are not used to playing in rain.
We're not, but we warmed up on the rain, so we're ready.
Probably the very few occasions you listen to a Bollywood star waiting for rain, not to sing and dance in it, but to play a sport.
Like, we wish it rains. Come on, guys, we wish it rains.
Here is Virat Kohli with the ball yet again. You can see him all over the pitch. Good shot, Anand.
Have you guys been practicing? We've been seeing
Not at
that.
all. Just yesterday, first time, practicing, and I'm wearing these football shoes for the first time.
For the first time?
For the first time, actually.
How does it feel, Rohan?
Actually, pretty good. I mean, it's pretty solid off the pitch, especially. It feels great.
Knowing the sort of year he's had, he'd rather be playing on clay right now with his clay shoes.
But Sidharth,
Congratulations on the French Open mixed doubles, Rohan.
Sidharth, what about you guys? Yeah, how's the practice been going? What's the build-up been like for this game?
It's been really good. We've got our coach and the whole team. We've been leading up to this. About last month has been very hectic. They even came. I wasn't there, but they came in yesterday to practice on this pitch. And yeah, we were fully prepared and prepared to win as well. And not, even though we know it's a good cause, we want to give them a good fight.
I'll tell you what, that was a good clearance from Mark Robinson, who came ahead of his line quickly enough just to prevent the danger there.
I've got a name for him. He's a soldier. He's always fighting. Always fighting. After that shoulder injury as well.
He's our senior most player, and he's
the oldest man on the pitch, yes.
And he's giving it his all.
And he's a regular guy who comes to practice as well, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. All these guys.
Let me ask both of you, Sidharth. Which of the guys are you really big fans of? I know you're a big cricket fan, cricket buff. Does it get a little awkward when you come that close to MS Dhoni playing football or Virat?
Absolutely, yeah. When you come in, but then on the pitch, we're just trying to compete and forget the stars that they are, even though we're big fans and they play for our country. So, but still, we're just trying to give them a tough fight.
Is there any sledging going on inside, gentlemen? You want to tell us? Is there any murmur?
So there are a lot of shoulder pushes and nobody's holding back. So
could see that.
We're pretty much
giving sport, I think, when everybody's competing, everybody's ready to play well and fight hard for the team.
Rohan, your favorite cricketer?
Definitely, MS. I've been watching him playing, and he's doing so many good things. So he's definitely been one of my favorite cricketers.
And Dhoni used to play football before, right?
He was a goalkeeper first. He was a goalkeeper first.
I met him in the gym once, and he was telling me everything about how he used to train for football.
That's a revelation. You met MS Dhoni at the gym.
At the gym, yes.
That probably is of the 7 times he's been in his life, maybe.
No, he's one of the fittest. I mean, he was pretty fit, and he was doing multiple things, functional training, and we caught up about what they do. And he was talking about football. His first passion was football. So it was quite interesting.
Whenever these guys have a practice session before any India game, they play about 1 hour to about 45 minutes of football, and you can't take them off the field. It's like the coaches have to come and say, "Stop playing, yeah. You have to play cricket now."
We can see that it's coming in handy today as well.
Okay, let's get predictions in. Ron, where do you see this game heading? Do you see it a 4-2 finish? Do you see it a few more goals from any of the two sides?
I think we're going to score a couple more goals before we finish.
Wow.
Couple of more goals, he's saying. Couple of more goals.
He's just
Lucky that was concentrating on the game. He didn't hear what I said, actually.
We still got 10 minutes left, and I feel we can easily equalize them and go into penalty shootouts. Come on.
Okay, then.
Then
Whose
we got 2
predictions
goals
gonna come
either
back?
way, so that's a good thing. I'm betting 2 our way, and he's saying 2 goals to their side. It's a win-win for everybody
Look
watching.
at that. I think.
Oh, good ball, good chance.
That's it. Come on.
Great save.
Shabir Ahluwalia has made a difference ever since he's come on up top for All Stars FC, right? He's looked at the right place at the right time. This time again, that first touch eluding him.
Srijay did well as well.
Almost.
It must be quite confusing for Srijay. I mean, he's a hockey goalkeeper. You're talking about a ball of a completely different size. He's got to lie down on it and hide the
We
ball.
could make that out when he had to kick the ball.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, "I'm never used to catching a ball," and he said this.
Or even kicking it inside. So, but still.
That's what you're saying. They're playing for the Hearts. We've got a tennis star with us. We've got someone who's played for the Indian hockey team for so many years. We've got a film star alongside us. But how's the experience? I mean, coming down to it.
It's been amazing. It's my first time actually on the pitch. Last time I couldn't make it because I was outside the country. And I must say it's very addictive, and I'm looking forward to the next match and just coming out and play for a good cause and putting up a good show for people. Yeah? Then the ambience here with rains has been pretty exciting. They've been coming out. Yeah.
Respect to the crowd, There was raining probably about for 1.5 hours before the game started. You thought, are people going to come in or not? But they've all turned up in big numbers to support their stars.
So I also want to find out, during the break, right, during the half-time break, what was happening in both the camps? Who was doing most of the talking in yours? And what were you guys eating? What were the refreshments?
No, I think there were some good nutritional snacks, and you know, we have a fantastic footballer, Sunil Chetri, as a captain, as a coach. So he was giving us great advice, and you know, he sees the game way better than all of us. You know, so that's a good thing.
And Sidharth, what about All-Stars? Abhishek Bachchan doing all the talking?
Absolutely. Same in our locker room that Abhishek, we were talking about the strategies that we have to make for the second half, the mistakes we make in the first half, and getting in some nutrition again, some carbs in, and hydrating. So I'm going to...
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Thanks, Sidharth. Thanks,
Rohan.
Right, roughly 7.5 minutes to go. In regulation time, 4-2 for All Heart FC versus All Stars FC. We've got another guest joining us here.
Anup, how's it going till now? What is the atmosphere? You've been part of the dugout. You've been very silent there, and different from the badminton court. You moved on here onto the football field. How's it going?
I mean, it's completely different from what I'm used to, of course. But it's awesome for us right now. We're up 2 goals, and there's, as you can see, around 7 minutes to go. So I guess if we can hold the defense right now, I think we're good to go.
What has the training been like before this game for you personally? Were you able to join the squad much before you know, this team actually got together?
I wasn't really at all, actually.
Okay.
But I mean, looking at some of the cricketers playing, I mean, it's clear they've been playing some football over the years.
Good chance by Shabir Ahluwalia. Good shot, but equally well saved by Srijesh. But the threat is not finished. The threat is not finished. It's now. It's finished.
That's why you surprised by the scoreline at all at halftime when you saw that your team had gone into a 3-1 lead. Was that something that you were expecting?
So to be honest, we were expecting actually an even bigger lead. So I think the guys are really fired up for the match today. And I don't think they're going to slow down even with so few minutes left. I think there's still going to be attack, and maybe a goal or 2 more, hopefully.
Have you had a chance of spending some time with these cricketers and all of that? I mean, how's that experience been for you?
It's been great. I think the current team is probably one of the best ever. You know, that we've seen. They're extremely physically fit. You know, maybe that might not have been the might not have been the case too much in the past. But these guys are phenomenally fit right now. You know, that's something I take away from this.
I'll tell you what, we ran a poll on Star Sports about who's going to come out on top between All Heart FC and All Stars FC. And the poll actually came out with a result which was favouring your team, which was favouring Virat Kohli's team.
Yeah.
So guys obviously thought you're going to come out on top.
Yeah, I mean, I guess being sportsmen, you know, all of them are really physically fit, and especially now, I think you can see in the last 15-20 minutes, I think the All-Stars are tiring a little bit. Maybe they're not as quick as they were before, and this is where the fitness of a sportsperson sort of is a huge advantage.
So may I say something, sorry, please?
Yeah,
because
please.
I am championing the cause of All Stars FC.
Okay.
I don't believe in polls.
But you must believe in goals, I'm sure.
It is not a goal, my buddy. It is not a goal. Don't get too excited.
You only have 5 minutes more, though.
I wouldn't have found a better opportunity to make myself rhyme master go-go. But it's been a pleasure. We will not keep you away from the dugout.
Sure.
It's 5 minutes.
Thank
Close
you.
at a time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks.
Well, that was offside. Virat Kohli with the shot. And on the rebound, there is an opportunity. And that is a goal. And I can assure you with this 3-goal lead, there are just 3 words to say for it. Game, set, match.
Just what the crowd was eagerly waiting for. They came here in big numbers to see some of their big heroes. MS Dhoni delivered when the clock struck 6. And just before full time, it is Virat Kohli, who calls himself CR7, who sort of made that night almost. But that effort is what allowed Kedar Jadhav to finally slot it in.
Well, he did say he has a good strike, does Kedar Jadhav. Unfortunately, Virat Kohli couldn't get the goal. But to the relief of Kedar Jadhav, who was brought on in the second half, incidentally, he's got himself on the score sheet.
And you can tell why Kedar is so happy. He's bought brand new shoes for this game.
Mercurials, I'm told.
No, I think we've got a different foot size, Anand. What is it about you two accusing me for all this thing? How much have you taken and all that? You don't think it would just be like, my heart is where cricket is.
There are about 5 minutes remaining. I'm not going to say anything now. I'm just going to keep quiet.
Hey, Arjun.
Silence.
I know we don't have a camera, but I can just tell the audiences what we're about to do. I'm going to give you a high five.
Yes, we did do a high five.
That was a low blow.
Anant, you know, on the cricket shows, we've always got a predictor's hat.
Yeah.
Coming towards the end of this game, do we see another one?
Certainly a goal more in this one, but the good thing for Arjun and his team is that they've at least replicated their effort from last year and got 2 goals. I don't mean that in sarcasm at all, Arjun.
I think you do, buddy.
I don't. I'll tell you why, because All Heart have actually dominated this game. All Stars have had their chances, but the scoreline justifies who has been the better team.
You know, to give credit where it's due, this cricket team this time around, as compared to the last game, has looked much more structured. You know, going forward, going back, and clearly fitness-wise, you always knew the sportsman had an upper hand.
Probably tell the coordination is what they were planning this entire tour. There was a lot of rain around. It could be a chance.
Come on, Thapa, come on, Thapa.
In the com box. Can't be so biased, buddy.
I've still got 5 minutes remaining. At least give us one more goal, All Stars FC. 5-2 or 5-3? 5-4?
Hang on, there could be a 6th one as well.
Yeah.
Clearly, it didn't attend your probability or permutation combination classes.
I'll tell you what, the scoreline is completely reflecting what we found out on Twitter as well. As we just look at Mark Robinson getting medical treatment on his right shoulder. That save that came 20 minutes ago.
Got to give it to the spirit of Mark Robinson, Arjun. The way he's kept, I mean, like Sidharth mentioned, he's the oldest member of the side. For Shrija, it's a different challenge altogether, but the instincts of a goalkeeper helping him. But Mark Robinson, he's given it all, hasn't he?
He has, and he's actually made the scoreline a very respectable scoreline, mind you. He's made about 2-3 good saves, and this game could have been all but over a long time back for All Heart FC.
So we asked folks on Twitter what they thought of this game and which way it was going to go. And the majority was leaning towards Virat Kohli. So we have results of that. 5-2 to Virat Kohli's team at the moment.
I think if you look at the entire duration of these 89 minutes, at different junctures, the intensity has not really dropped because someone or the other, I think that's when you talk about strategy. We're looking at Badri. He started the game very well for them at the back. And then Anirudh Shrikant coming in, MS Dhoni, Virat Kohli playing that main role, the engine room of this team. Do you think that's the difference when you look at both the teams? It's how they've paced out the intensity?
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I'm sure the movie stars also knew that these guys are going to be much more fitter, but what they probably didn't realize is how structured they are in defense and in attack. They're pretty compact when defending. They're all coming back.
I think the fact that they play a lot of six-a-side football on smaller pitches has not worked in their favor either. Just looking back at the goals here, that was the first goal. Took a slight deflection from Abhishek Bachchan. Did MS Dhoni strike, but went in. That's that again. 1-0 to All Heart, courtesy of that MSD strike.
This, of course, is when Anirudh Shrikant started to raise the bar, got one in.
And then All Stars FC, of course. Shabir Ahluwalia getting the first goal for All Stars FC.
Got to give it to All Stars. Both the goals that have actually come from All Stars have been spectacular goals. Shabir Ahluwalia on the first one, and then Ranbir Kapoor with an absolute screamer. But because you were talking about the structure of this Indian team, Arjun, we've seen them on the cricket field. Because you don't want to get injured when you play wearing spikes. That's the sort of football that they play as well. It's all one-touch football. It's just pass football. So that's what they played through the season. Oh, there's another one. It's All Stars who are pulling it back, but it might just be a little too late in the day. It's a goal nevertheless.
Jain on that occasion. So Arjun, your prediction of 5-3, not bad. Slow clap.
Can I tell people that my prediction was this, and I had different goals from this game. My goal was, if the All Stars FC score 3 goals, you guys have won. And they've done that. I'm so happy right now.
Well, Cousin played provider and Jain played goal scorer. Good strike indeed. First time shot took a turn. And towards that far post that Arjun was mentioning earlier with Ranbir Kapoor's strike as well.
Yeah,
good goal.
Top finish. Had the turn, took the turn on the second touch, and then took a good shot. Good connection as well on the ball.
5-3. 8 goals in this game. In a game that about an hour before kickoff looked like it's going to be very different with the rain pelting down in Mumbai, particularly in this suburban part of Mumbai and Andheri.
Look at that man on your screen. Mahendra Singh Dhoni. That's the way he started the game. Virat Kohli onto the ball. Is he going to finish this? He does! This crowd is not going back home without seeing a Virat Kohli special. He promised there will be a dab with KL. It's not KL, but there will probably be a dab nevertheless. Anand finishing it, and there is that Delhi wala.
Well, you can get the Delhi wala to Mumbai, but you cannot take Delhi out of him, can you? A good strike, well, he deserved it. If anyone did on this pitch, it was Virat Kohli.
And that's the difference. You're in the 93rd minute of the game, and number 18 for All Heart FC is busy running. And it's all that running that's, of course, got him the just reward. Good finish as well from Virat Kohli. The goalkeeper was charging out, sidestepped it. Calm finish, which means All Heart FC have today scored 6 goals.
Probably tell from the reaction, all that chatter about being CR7, a rating of 98. We'd seen that in every other department. And he was true to his word, even in the finishing. And this time around, is it Kapoor? It is. There's a foul. They probably have to stop there. Oh. And no one in this commentary box has been gentlemanly enough to talk about my prediction.
What was your prediction? I've forgotten.
6-3.
You predicted
when it was 5-2.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying he's been paid. He knows.
Well, he knows the cricketers well, and every time they've conceded a goal, they've come back with another. So well done, Jatin.
I'll tell you, All Stars are trailing by 3 goals, but their comebacks have somehow still been better than Arjun's.
Good one, buddy. I'll give you that. Final whistle baja do yaar ab.
Someday I'll ask you why you are with the All Stars FC.
Someday I'll answer that as well.
Someday, like a dramatic twist. But well, probably the drama is going to come to an end very soon here. Virat Kohli, true to his word, claiming his FIFA rating in his head is 98, Anand. And just proving, not just on that occasion, perhaps through the game. And maybe the respect that he's offered by saying it's 98, not 100, because 100 probably belongs to MS.
Absolutely. Got to leave some margin for that number 7, that legend. And Arjun, since you're with All Stars FC, where do you think it's gone wrong for them?
I think it's the finishing in the first half. You missed about 3-4 goals in the first half. Second half, it was pretty much all heart all the way. When you've already down and you've conceded 4 goals in the first half, it's a tough ask to come back in the next 45. Even if they would have scored 2 more goals in that half, 4-3, then the game was on.
Jatin, obviously a deserved scoreline as far as All Heart FC are concerned. And no injuries, minus that little hobble that we saw from Umesh Yadav when he had to come off the pitch. It's that goal again from Virat.
Excellent on that occasion, finding his name on the score sheet. Captain of the Indian cricket team, much adored and loved around the world. And there you go, with Digvijay Rawat. But a dab nevertheless. It's also a great opportunity, you know. From this end, we spoke to Anup Sridhar, you're talking about a badminton star, you're talking about P.R. Srijesh. At the end of the day, there was a lot more to do with this game than the scoreline, and that perhaps would be the winner. Raising funds for some wonderful causes, and then just bringing all of them together for spending a wonderful evening.
Yeah, the Virat Kohli Foundation, of course, playing for humanity. The All Stars FC. 5.5 minutes played beyond the 90. 9 goals already in this game. Is there scope for just another? It could be a perfect 10 as far as goals are concerned for this expectant crowd that's turned up at the arena.
All in all, you'll have to say it's been an entertaining encounter. Everyone who's tuned in, everyone who's come into the Mumbai Football Arena, they've been entertained so far. A total of 9 goals have been scored, right? But it's been about much more than just goals. We've seen a bit of aji-baji, which means they weren't taking this game lightly. And they're still at it.
I think you might just get a 10.
Is that a penalty? Was that inside the box is the question. Did the keeper handle the ball just outside? It looks like a penalty. Wow.
Happy over there, not happy.
The question is, Arjun, the previous one was a bit of a dubious one. Is this going down the same way? The scoreline wouldn't really matter.
Yeah, quite frankly speaking, it doesn't really make a difference on the scoreline. It doesn't really make a difference on the result, because you know the result. It's All Heart FC who's winning this, but this would just be a little bit of jale pe namak chidakna.
Oh, ye to chaat masala chidak gaya.
Who is it? Shikhar Dhawan.
It's not Virat. He's given the honours to Shikhar Dhawan.
or MSD getting a hat-trick. It will be Gabbar.
Knowing MS and Virat Anand, they'd probably give that to Anirudh Shrikanta an opportunity to get a hat-trick if it is. That's just the sort of senior players they've been in the team. You never find them even behind trophies after they win tournaments. Just the team atmosphere, and I'm sure that will continue. It is Gabbar.
Shikhar Dhawan makes it 7-3. Cool, calm, composed, assured. 7-3 for All Heart FC. 10 goals in the game. And a well-deserved victory. But now just a few moments away for Virat Kohli and his teammates.
Looking at happy and a very confident dugout. The side which belongs to the Indian team. Shikhar Dhawan slotting in the 7th. Got very competitive last year. It finished as a 2-all stalemate. Not this time around.
And how about the celebration? The two Delhi boys giving us a bit of bhangra.
But I think it's a scoreline. You know, if this was the ultimate, the winner, you might have seen a completely different celebration. This is quite mellowed down, and that's it. There goes the whistle.
That's the final whistle at the Mumbai Football Arena. Virat Kohli's All Heart FC had taken a 3-1 lead at half-time. We were expecting a comeback from All Stars FC. It did come to a certain extent, but Virat Kohli and MS Dhoni and company just too good on the night. 10 goals scored in this fine evening in Andheri in Mumbai. A 7-3 victory for Virat Kohli and his 11. MS Dhoni with a couple of goals, Anirudh Shrikant with a couple of goals, a couple of penalties as well. Virat Kohli getting on the score sheet. Ranbir Kapoor also got at the end of it. But at the end, Virat Kohli's team just too good. All Heart FC just making sure that if there was any chance of a comeback from All Stars FC, it was completely put to bed. Fabulous performance from the cricketers, from the likes of Srijesh. Great evening where a lot of distinguished guests joined us in the commentary box as well. We'll see you in the post-show very, very shortly after this short break. Plenty of more action to come, plenty of more discussions, but at the moment, from the Mumbai Football Arena, All Heart 7-7 and 3